Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video in PM Square's Planning Analytics video series. In today's Planning Analytics video, we're going to be covering another Planning Analytics Workspace tip and trick focused on dashboards and synchronization. So in today's video, we're going to look at a couple tips for setting up an efficient and intuitive dashboard for users to easily interpret. In this case, it's going to be on the sales performance of 15 or 25 resellers. We're going to first look at setting up selectors and widgets, and those things are going to simplify the navigation for our end users, and then we're going to be able to synchronize those elements with the dashboard visualizations and reports so that all selections and displays will be integrated properly on the page. So we're going to get started here by grabbing an existing cube view, and we're going to go into our AdventureWorks model and grab our 2012 reseller sales and add the view to the model. And that is going to pull us up with this cube view with our resellers on our rows and our time dimension as our columns. And our time is broken down into years here, 2012 and 2013. And as you can see from the above context tree, from the top gray bar here, these are sales amounts. So as you can see from this visual, there's a lot of users in here. It's a large group of hundreds of resellers. So we're going to want to narrow this down to the top 25 in order to properly visualize some of this data. And so we're going to just take our top 25 resellers and we're going to grab those. And now we're going to have our set of 25, and we're going to have a set of data that we can create a visualization off of. So we're going to go ahead and duplicate this, and it's going to bring up another existing report that's the exact same thing right beside it. And then we're going to be able to take this and change it to our visualization. And we're going to select our line and column chart visualization. And that way, it'll be able to distinguish between 2012 and 2013. So our 2013 being our blue graph bars, and then 2012 being the green, more volatile year of these top 25 resellers. Some are new, obviously. Others had existing better seasons. Now we can see that these context trees above our visualizations and our reports are not the prettiest things, and sometimes our end users may not have the entire context of what has gone into this. So we're going to want to hide this information. But before we do, we're going to want to take out and extract the information that we're going to need to further change and modify these visualizations as we go through. So we're going to grab our products dimension, and all we're going to be doing is clicking and dragging it up from the visualizations, and then we're going to grab our sales territories as well. So you're just clicking on the dimension and dragging it up to the top of the screen here, and I'm just going to even these out and make them pretty. And then I'm going to now click Control and select both of my visualization and report, and I'm going to go up to my properties in the top right and synchronize them. And so how to synchronize them is in the properties drop down, you'll find a synchronize button. You'll click into that, and you'll see the synchronize dimension selection is unselected. We're going to go ahead and select that, and we're going to make sure that our two dimension selections, product and sales territory, are both selected. Once that's been done, now when I make a change from all territories to United States, both of our graph visualizations and our report have changed. So now we're comfortable to go ahead and hide our contexts. And also, to pretty up this visualization, by adding a title here, we can click this little pencil to edit the title, and we can call this our top 25 resellers. One final distinction we wanted to make before ending this video was between the use of selectors and widgets. So as you can see here at the top, we are using what are called selectors. When I click on my properties button here, it shows selector properties. Another thing clients may ask for or users may ask for to use on their data dashboards are widgets. And so in a widget, there's going to be different types of selections that come up, and they're a little bit more constrained, but they do the same thing as a selector. So as you can see, we're going to have two different locations for our dimensions in our content tree. We're going to have our dimensions within our cubes, and then we're going to have individual listings of dimensions. Now, if I wanted to create a widget for a dimension, I would have to do it from within the cube, because as you can see here, when clicking just on the dimension itself, you can only edit, create, or delete the dimension from here. So we're going to go up to our versions dimension, up through our cubes, and we're going to right click and add as a selector widget. As you can see, that comes up here. And so we're going to add it, and we're going to bring this up top here. And we're going to also change it to being a slider, so that it's visually more appealing. So as you can see here, as we play through and change to forecast and budget, we get different rows of data as it rolls through. And obviously you can hit the pause button and just leave the selections on and click through each different selection as well. This will conclude the second video in our Planning Analytics video series.